All right, everybody. I'm definitely doing a wrist strap right now, which I totally have. Look at Boonmaster Flex. All right, well, it's been about a week since I've played, so hopefully I'm not too rusty here. Sure. That's right, this is kind of generous with the one-ups. Okay, I think this will show me, right, like, what I've got. But, alright, that doesn't work. I think I was, like, screwing around over here. I heard the storybook. I think maybe I was still in here doing stuff. But maybe I was in the water area? Oh god. I like that this game is like, you know, we'll have these very Star Warsian, you know, no guardrail things, but they let you run off the side and they don't, like, punish you for that. I appreciate that. Okay. That's right, we were doing water area. Vast foe? I don't know what that means. Fast foes on the Cyclone Stone. Oh, does this mean those guys go faster? I mean, obviously, that must be what that means, right? This looks like it has like a little weird red tinge to it that I wasn't noticing up till now, so hopefully that's because of the Fast Foe Comet, not because something's horribly broken. Oh! Oh! That's an insta-death, huh? Click-a-clack. I'll try again. Yeah, see? Okay. Mario Galaxy knows what's up. You die, you don't succeed, and they're like, you want to just basically go right back to where you were. Yes. Okay, so I want to be here, I think? Alright. Looking good. I think these platforms are also faster. I guess they're considered foes, which I agree with, fundamentally. I consider the platforms in Mario games to be my enemies. Ugh! Oh god. Okay. Looking good. Here? They have fun fast music. Whew. All right. Not bad. Second try. Yeah, I'm wondering if this fog... This has to be an effect that the comet does, right? It was like, what do you call that effect on photos? Vignette? Vignetting? Unnecessary vignetting? Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. Alright. Well, I was gonna play last week, and then I I thought, okay, so I ended up being a little, having a pretty vicious hangover on when I was planning to play last week. What does this mean? There's like a question mark here. Does that mean there's like the secret undersea cavern? Does that mean there's like another star available here? And this is gonna go against my attempts to be speedy, I guess, today. Anyway, I had vicious hangover, is how I would describe it. But, you know, I'm fine. Anyway, it was such, though, that I was like, you know, I'm not really feeling, like I can play Super Mario Galaxy. I mean, I could play. Let's not go crazy. But I do think sometimes, like, I'm like, maybe hangover is a good thing, because, like, I think a lot of more of the world would be alcoholic if there was no such thing as a hangover. Because, you know, if there was no hangover, drinking would be really easy. Anyway, I have considered a little bit in the recent past of, like, maybe my drinking days are behind me. It's not like I've had a miserable time drinking or being hungover, you know? It's not like I'm dying. And I really haven't been drinking a lot. I mean, I drink, I don't know, once every 3 months, 3 or 4 times a year or something. But, I don't know. It's like the hangover part is just so bad that I'm like, ugh, is it worth it? There you go. Isn't that a fun start to this? Because I guess it's like, it's become where I'm like, is it worth it? Because maybe I would rather, you know, play Mario the next day than be hungover. So in other words, like, instead of having these beers today, maybe I would rather play Mario tomorrow. But then sometimes I think, like, you know, I've got, like, what I'm going to call a little bit of a productivity problem, which is not that I'm not productive. My productivity problem is that, like, it's hard for me to relax. It's hard for me to not do something on a given day. You know what I mean? I'm not a great chiller outer. So sometimes I'm like, you know, maybe it's okay for you to be hungover sometimes, and, like, maybe the problem I'm having is I just need to get more used to the idea of, like, you don't always have to be productive, sort of thing. I mean, that would probably be, I would say, one of my bigger psychological issues. Isn't this a great time we're having here? Me playing this game, talking about my mental state. But, you know, we've all got our things, right? Our problems. So I'm kind of just going back through the same thing without really knowing, like, is this what I should be doing in order to get whatever this question mark thing is? I don't know. Put out some torches. You know, at what point do you go somewhere and then there's no going back? Because now I'm like, well, what's here? Is there something I didn't find here? Is there like an alternate path that I haven't explored? On which there is some kind of, something? That was a more difficult jump than I thought it was going to be. Can't do that. Can't look around the way I would like. Oh, now these guys seem painfully slow, huh? Good lord. And that's when that Goomba's interstellar adventure began. Oh god. does look like there's stuff behind there. I don't know what the question mark means. Or it could mean, like, oh, there's a comet that comes later, you know? And so it's like, well, you just gotta wait. And then that'll be revealed. Let's just, I guess let's look around a little. No! Interestingly, this doesn't give me the option to, like, go back to the map. So on the comet ones it does, but on the regular it doesn't, which is weird. I mean, it's not weird. It makes sense. Because it's like, well, yeah, on the regular ones, you got to get through, but the challenge comets, it's a little more forgiving. Listen to me defending Mario Galaxy. Anyway, I don't want anyone listening, not that I think anyone would be, but you do not need to be concerned for, like, my health and safety. I just had a hangover, and I'm being a little bit of a baby about it. But, you know, it's a thing when you get older. I remember talking to somebody who was, like, I don't know, in her early 20s. She was like, oh, hangovers aren't that bad, you know. She's like, you just... You know, you go home, you drink 2 giant things of water, and then you're good to go the next day. And I was like, yeah, you're, you know. I remember thinking, like, that's exactly what I thought when I was your age. Which is like, hangovers aren't real, it's just being a baby. It's called, you know, be a man. Deal with it. And, you know, now I know. Now I know it's like, no, it's real. And the solutions that work when you're in your 20s do not work when you're in your 30s and 40s. I assume. I assume it doesn't work in your 40s. I don't know yet. Maybe in my 40s I'll be like, I'm back, baby. I'm back. I'm drinking more than ever. Whenever I'm hungover, weirdly, what I think about is, like, true alcoholics. You know, or, like, I think about people who are homeless, and I'm like, how the fuck could you be homeless and like, I feel terrible. I have this hangover, and it's like, well, look, I have easy access to a comfortable bed, good food, water, you know, it's just on a tap. I can take a shower. I can do all these things that it's like, you know, you'll be fine. I'm gonna be fine. You know, it's like, it just seems so much worse and more unpleasant when you're like, you wouldn't have any of that stuff available? I don't know how you do it. It's a base, and they're just here for the upkeep. So I should blow something up? Is that what I'm hearing? I like this action music. I tried to convince Poonmaster Flex to play this with me and be player 2. And do the star bit collecting, but wasn't into it. Which is okay. You know, I was only mildly disappointed. I'm not gonna say that it's gonna destroy our relationship, but it's not helping. Alright, torpedo. Where'd it go? Blow it up! This It'd be a lot easier if I had a turtle shell or something. Be nice. Ah! Blow up this. Oh, come on! Blew up that stupid squid instead. No one needs that. Blown up. Woo! Oh! Oh, okay, there's bubbles down here. I see. I see. Eh? Did that do it? There's also a pipe down here. Okay, here's what I should do, right? I should go up the tower and then come back and do the pipe. That seems like the correct answer. Because I've done this before, where I'm like, I did a thing and then I'm like, well, I'll make myself do the thing twice. That'll work. Okay, that's not the correct direction. That valve? This valve? Alright, it's on. Biatch. Oh, I see. What's that star? There's things to do here, aren't there? Oh boy. Thank goodness that's all moving. All right. Ask me about my concern level for not getting the 5 of the, you know, I'll get to the top and they'll be like, how many of these are we missing? Be like, we got 4 of the 5 pieces. I'll be like, great. It's the perfect number to have gotten. Where is the last one? Oh, So, exciting thing, maybe, for some of you. Next month, so every month I pitch columns for the online magazine Lit Reactor, and then the editor there, you know, picks the ones that are like, oh, that sounds good, or whatever. And next month, I'll be pitching for October. And one of my big pitches is I got my hands on a copy of... Oh, did I see it down? Shit. John Steinbeck's... Oh, no! Oh, no. Oh, no. How over do I have to start? Okay, not all. This is kind of interesting, right? Because I somehow hit like a... somewhat of a halfway point or something, because it didn't make me blow up the thing underwater again. It didn't make me start at the bottom of the tower even. Interesting. I got my hands on John Steinbeck's unpublished werewolf novel. Apparently he wrote a werewolf novel at some point. I'm not totally sure why. You know, that's going to involve a little more looking into. But here's the deal, I guess. All of his papers are available at this library in, I think it's in Texas, where, you know, it's like, oh, they've got all the letters of John Steinbeck and so on. And one of the things they have there is this novel. And so, you know, and it's scanned in. It's not very super high quality, but that's fine. And so here's the thing. I read some article about it, and they were like, you can get it, or, you know, you can read it at this library. And so then I decided to just look it up, because I was like, you know, let's just see. Let's see how this works. And sure enough, you could request things from this library, like scans or whatever, electronic stuff. And I was like, all right, I'll do it. You know, and they had like a price structure for things, and it was like this much for this many pages and so on. And I was like, okay, you know, so it would end up costing probably $100. And I was like, you know what? That's okay. Like, it's not an outrageous price to pay to read an unpublished werewolf novel by John Steinbeck. You know, I was certainly curious enough. Many years ago, and you can check the Lit Reactor archives, because I think this probably has gone back up. I did a, people probably don't know, here's a little behind the scenes info. Lit Reactor, we got some kind of a copyright strike based on some of the images that were being used on, mostly on headers. So, you know, the image that goes at the top of the article. And so basically what they ended up having to do, the publisher unfortunately had to, or the editor, had to basically unpublish everything on the site, and then is going back through manually and republishing everything, which sucks. I mean, that's a huge amount of work. And I'm pretty sure that I was copyright safe on most things. I would use image sites that were very copyright safe to try and, you know, keep that good and whatever. Because my library background, I knew quite a bit about copyright. And was like, you know, this is probably for the best. And, you know, I think the area they fudged the most was they were like, you can use like a book's cover, which is kind of a common area for fudging copyright rules within the library as well. Oh, damn it, it was right there. Damn it. And you know, it's not uncommon to fudge that, and I let people fudge that and do as well on our library social media. The reason is, I mean, book covers are designed for marketing, right? And so if you're promoting a book by basically having it on your website, you're kind of giving it promo space. And so the thing is, it's like, it's probably not 100% copyright clear, but most publishers and people who work in copyright for, I don't know, Random House are like, listen, if a library wants to put one of our books on the front page of their website and use the book's cover, that seems fine. So, you know, that's what I would fudge. So anyway, some of the articles have been unpublished, and, you know, he's been going back through and republishing them. He's been going pretty fast. One of the older ones I did was, I reread the book of Mice and Men, which I actually thought was really good. I hadn't read it since high school, and I remember kind of liking it in high school. But as an adult, I was like, this is a good book. I just thought it was good. I don't know how else to describe it. It's a classic, it's short, it's very readable. It's not like other classics where it's like, let's describe every fucking stick of furniture in the room. And you know, it's got a pretty easy to follow plot, it's got characters, it's got it all. And you know, it's like 120 pages or something, so it's like, I'm always a fan of that. One of my pitches for September is actually that the biggest mistake people make in their self-published, indie-published books and stuff, and really books in general, is length. Like, keep it shorter. Like, no one cares. Even big publishers do this a lot, where I think they have this idea that consumers are, like, gonna be pissed if you give them a book that's what they would call too short. And they're gonna be like, I paid $29 for a hardcover book that's only 120 pages. But the truth is, at least for me, I'm like, I'll pay 120, or I'll pay the same for a book that's shorter, as long as it's good. Like, if it's 120 pages of good stuff, I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like, I would prefer to read a 120 pager that's awesome to reading a much longer book that's like, well, all right, this is 220 pages, but 80 pages of filler? Like, no one wants that. Anyway, so based on the book, Green Star. Yeah. Oh? Ask the green Lumas about them, eh? Alright, I'll do it. Oh, I see. The trial doorway. Wonder if that's the horrible Luigi level. So of Mice and Men, good. One thing that stuck out to me. Oh, look at this. Was the classic guy working on the ranch, Curly, with his glove full of Vaseline to, quote, keep it soft for his woman. And, you know, it was... I remember reading that, because we read of Mice and Men, I think I was in 9th grade, probably. And being like, that's weird. And I was like, I guess, in theory, he's keeping it soft to finger blast his lady. That was all I could come up with. Which, you know, I mean, if you put this in front of an 8th grader, what do you expect them to think, right? That's a reasonable conclusion for an 8th grader to make. Keep it soft for his woman. And I remember somebody in the class was like, I don't know, pitching some kind of like, it's for beating his woman or something, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But whatever. Let's not get too far away from the point. Okay. There's a star somewhere around here. Isn't there like a jumpy star? Playing a dangerous game running on this ledge instead of swimming. I thought I saw a jumpy star from up top. Yeah, I know. I've been there. Is this just craziness? Does that appear? Do I have to do the thing again? Maybe I gotta do the thing. Oh. Yeah, because... Okay. Let's do the thing again. See what happens. I'm not sure what's gonna happen because there's no indication that there's more stars here. Which is a little bit disturbing. Not in like a Texas Chainsaw sense, but in a like... how am I gonna finish this game without knowing what the hell's going on? He made that one look easier. Alright, let's check now. I think I almost died of no air. Whatever you call that. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, what is this? Alright. So, with that glove full of Vaseline situation, being the intrepid reporter that I am, I was like, let's see what it does. So I wore a glove full of Vaseline for like a week. I really did this, and at the time, okay, how do I go like out of here? What's like my pause button? Shit. I can't figure out how to like pause this game. There's gotta be a button. Oh god. Oh no. No, no. Well, how do you get out of a stage? This is impossible. This has to be something you can do. What? Okay. Not that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Maybe because I was jumping and shit, it was like, no, you can't do that. Alright. I wore a glove full of Vaseline for a week. Part of what was entertaining about this is that at the time I was traveling through the airport on a weekly basis. And I wore a glove full of Vaseline through the airport. I didn't really notice much difference. My hand was warm all the time. And I did find out that the creator of Vaseline, you know, seemed like kind of a snake oil salesman, but also would basically like cover his entire body in Vaseline, and if I remember correctly, did live a fairly long life. Alright, now I have a feeling I cannot touch this ground. Oh no. Your glorious starship has crashed. Okay. Good to know. Oh, I see star piece there. Ride the wind, eh? Bubble bone? Oh, there's a bubble. Hey, listen. I don't know if I got that. Oh. Okay. I see. Guessing if I touch anything, I will die. Or burst my bubble. Whew! That seemed like a stroke of luck, unless I have to go back the other way, in which case I've put myself in a terrible situation. Oh no. Oh. His hand comes up like, oh god, no. Pull me under. Alright. Let's give this another try. Does it, like, if I do this, does it show? Yeah, see, the button's not working again, the pause. I don't understand. Okay. Okay. Looking good. Poo woo 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 doo doo. Let's try this way. Whoa. Okay, that seemed like I touched that, but it was fine. Don't understand. Maybe I can touch the rocks and not the explodies? Ah! To go back somewhere. I know. I think at this point I know how to push the bubble. Okay. So, yeah, I wore a glove full of Vaseline for a week to, explore the mysteries that I'm not sure that Steinbeck intended. I don't know if that was meant to be the big takeaway from his novel, but whatever. Alright, let's do a test of... Okay, so I can touch the rocks. This is not like fucking Super Mario Galaxy where they're like, you get in this boat and if you touch anything at all, even a little, you're dead. You're dead. Finished. Nice. Nice. Okay. Looking good. All right. Boing. Oh no. Ah! Boy, that didn't give me much time. So, I found out about this John Steinbeck werewolf novel and read a brief article someone did about, you know, they got their hands on it, and I was like, well, I want to get my hands on it. So I contact the library. I saw that they have, like, you know, they're like, okay, here's how you request digital things, here's the printing costs, and I was like, hey, I want this thing that you have. And they were like, okay, you know, whatever, and here's the printing cost. And then the person got back to me and was like, you know what, I found out we actually have kind of a special setup for that particular item. So the way it works is I can't do a print thing for you, but I can do a digital version and you have limited access to it. And I was like, radical. So, you know, I got it, and I have like a limited window in which to read it digitally, which is kind of stupid. Okay, I get it in the sense of like, you know, that's how they're protecting the copyright of that. All right, galaxy complete. Good deal. But at the same time, I'm like, you know, well, mostly what I don't understand is I'm like, well, I should probably read it before I say this, because I'm like, what I don't understand about it, I was about to say is like, why wouldn't you, ooh, ghost, ah, this is great. Why is there a giant Castlevania meat? What I don't understand about it is why, like, John Steinbeck's estate hasn't published this book. You know, I kind of understand Harper Lee's estate not publishing Go Set a Watchman. I don't even know if that was her estate or her, but whatever. I'm like, I get it, and like, you know, that seemed to have mixed opinions upon release or whatever, and but the thing is, that's a sequel to an extremely beloved book, right? Whereas, like, John Steinbeck's werewolf novel is not that. John Steinbeck's werewolf novel is kind of an oddity in that, like, well, yeah, you know, he wrote a bunch of, he's known as this sort of great novelist, but he also wrote this fucking werewolf novel. And it's like, yeah, I think people would be curious about it. I guess I don't understand the idea of, you know, because, like, I've written things, and if after my death, someone were to take something I'd written and hadn't completed, and was basically, like, able to make money off of it, I'd be like, oh, fucking definitely do it. Like, who cares? And also, it's John Steinbeck. I'm like, I don't really think you can taint his legacy at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying he's unassailable or whatever. I'm just saying I think his legacy is cemented enough that it's like, you could just publish something that's like, oh, the ghosts hate the light. Hey, am I gonna run into Luigi here or what? Oh. Why don't you come over this way, butthole? Boom. Suck it. Oh! Mid-air torch burn. Maybe I kill this ghost as well? Meh? Ah. So I'm quite excited to do this John Steinbeck werewolf novel column. And yeah, that's one of the aspects I think I'm going to talk about is like, I don't understand why his, you know, estate is leaving this stuff on the table. And like, even if I have such mixed feelings on like, you know, estates and like what someone's wishes were. Like if someone was like, I don't want this to be published, But I guess in a believer is, I'm not a big believer in the afterlife. So, you know, that probably affects some of my opinions on some of this. But, you know, I'm kind of like, I don't know, once you're dead, it's like, what difference does it make if something was published or not? You know what I mean? Also, I guess it's weird because I think John Steinbeck is like, okay, in the sort of, the aesthetic of his time is so different from this time in that I could see in the aesthetic of his time, it's like important as an author to be like, look, I do serious books. I don't do, you know, crazy werewolf shit. But I think in this time, that's kind of different. Like, I think the way people feel about that stuff is different now. Look at all these coins. This is great. Damn it. This could have been my big chance to test 100 coin action, huh? Whether that's a part of this game or not. Alright, where are you, last piece of a star? Oh, ah! Gotcha. Yeah, in his time I could see it, like, that wasn't a thing. But now it's like, you know, I don't know. I think it is for the better, and it's like people can do multiple things. And that's not such an odd... Or, like, the idea of high and low culture is not... Oh, look! It's him! How do I rescue Luigi? Am I coming for Luigi? Is that how you do it? William Board? Well, how am I supposed to understand that? Oh, awesome. This is great. Haha. Come here. I'm not gonna get busted by... Oh no! Ghost busted by Luigi, really? This is what I'm talking about, everybody. Oh, they're in love! Oh no! This is like a portion of the movie Phantasm, where somebody thinks that they are romancing someone who is quite different from what they think. Yeah, dude. Alright, let's do it. Now, I think I beat this final challenging stage with Luigi, because if I remember correctly, he might have slightly better jumping, although he's like more slippery as a runner. Also, he's a little longer, so I think that gives him some kind of advantage in like reaching stuff. But this could be just what I thought at the time. Welcome back. See your brother. So you know what's good in this game as well? It kicks you back to the overworld occasionally, which could be annoying, but it works because it kicks you to the overworld when there's something that has changed in the overworld. So you don't have to just go out and find it every time, it's like signals to you. So you don't spend a lot of time screwing around. Good Egg Galaxy. So does that mean I should go there? Is that in here? Okay, so it's like you missed one in the Good Egg Galaxy. Interesting. Interesting. So he's like, I'll write you if I find it? Is that what he said? Bro. Maybe if I go there, it's like there'll be a letter waiting for me or something? Or maybe this will show me a letter? How does this work? I'm gonna go back because I don't know. I'm waiting for something else to happen, I suppose. What did he say? The terrace is in here. I know that. I know that, you fool. October's my favorite month of columns for Lit Reactor because Halloween stuff is always fun. It just seems like I always have ideas for that. I have an entire spreadsheet where basically I've kept all the pitches I've done, because I think for the last, at least the last 5 or 6 years, but maybe longer, I've pitched them at least 10 columns a month. And you know, they usually pick at most 4. So I've got quite a stockpile of pitches they didn't take. Some for good reasons and some for not as good reasons. Look at this guy in his helmet.
Yes.
I wonder if Halloween's a thing in, like, a big thing in Japan. Just love the sense of speed in this game. It's great. Alright, what do you got for me? Sure. Oh, that was great. Click. Not totally sure where I'm going. This seems like one that's ripe for, like, fast challenge star or whatever. Ugh. No! Run! Did I do it? Haha. He seems unimpressed, which is fair. It's not like I clobbered him. It's funny because, in my mind, there's a comparison between this game and Doom 2016. Which is like, this is like, has a similar feel of like fantasy fulfillment. But, you know, not as violent, I guess. Because in that game, it's like you're the Doom Slayer, you're the ultimate badass, whatever. And in this game, oh, Luigi. Bro, I got a star, but now I can't get back. This picture shows where I am. Help me. So this must be the Good Egg Galaxy, right? Okay. Well, he told me that's where he was going. So in Doom, you know, you're like the ultimate badass. In this game, you're not like the ultimate badass, but everybody's like, you're great. You're really it's a very, like, gentle version of that same thing, which I do enjoy. It just makes you feel, like, nice. They're like, you're so brave. You're good at stuff. You're like, yeah, I am good at stuff. So we gotta figure out where Luigi is, huh? Oh, there he is. On top of the house. Is that the one you get to this way? That's a happy accident. Just the red pipe. Damn it. Or do I just jump? Could it be that simple? Wah! Alright, that seems like it would go up there, right? I'm not going all the way over there. Ha ha ha! That it? That's all I had to do? Alright. Good deal. You know what? That was some pretty good work on Luigi's part. He basically did, like, get it, and he's like, here, just take it. I pretty much have it for you. All you have to do is go through this room and get it. This is a surprisingly effective Luigi. You have to excuse my sniffling. I have to trim my nose hair. You know, this is Mario before 40. It's about aging. And definitely as you age, trimming nose hair may be a thing that you have to do. I just realized this little pipe kind of shows me where stuff is, doesn't it? Sometimes when I trim it, though, something weird happens. I think it's like the end is like now stabbing me in the inside of my nose and irritating everything or something. I'm not sure. But it gives me the sniffles. I don't like it. Beware of boulder guy. I also have one hair that grows off of my earlobe, which is kind of a great old man feature. You know, it's like, why? Why? Why would my body do that? I can't even really grow like a very full, nice beard or anything. But my body is like, you know where we should grow some hair? You know what would be awesome? But you know what? I'm okay with not growing facial hair. And this is not just in a, like, I bet the golden ticket makes the chocolate taste terrible. Which, by the way, is something that, when we were very young, my friend Travis pointed out as being, like, hilariously stupid. You know, it's like, obviously just Charlie being like, what can I tell myself to make this slightly less horrible? And it's like, alright. I bet the golden ticket makes the chocolate taste terrible. Ah, okay. But I'm glad because, like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's like, or a lot of people who it seems they're like, I'm gonna make my identity, you know, beard-based. I'm like, this guy. I'm beard guy. And it's like, I don't know, man. Doesn't seem like a super strong identity, but okay. I guess I feel like, show me a man who's got a lot of, like, beard stuff in his bathroom, and I will show you a man who's got too much time on his... It's like the same way I feel about, labor-intensive hairstyles, which is like, that guy just has too much fucking time on his hand. The exception I will make to that is if a fella has very beautiful long hair. Look at him swinging this shit around. And especially if he's older. Because if you're older and you've got, like, beautiful long hair, you're like, well, you know what? You should, like, enjoy that, because who knows how long it's gonna last. So, you know, yeah. Take advantage of it while you got it. Pling, plong, plong, pling. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Very mysterious Harry Potter music happening here. I don't know what's happening. Am I getting closer? Oh, okay. How much do you think he wants? 30. I'll do it. Maybe I can leave this coin. Probably not. That's probably wishful thinking. I vaguely remember this boss and having some trouble with this boss, but maybe it was a, like, Daredevil comet or something. I think there will be some, yeah. Blah. Oh. Yeah, that's right, because you like got to do this multiple. Oh, now he's got hands. Alright, I'm done screwing around. He's just gonna do punching. It's like, I'm punching you now. Oh! Dang it. Yeah, this is kind of how I remember this, is it was like, when you get here, it's pretty easy to accidentally blow up the rocks on other rocks. Like, see, that bomb just got blown up by another rock. So it kind of ruins the, and, oh, yep, okay. Yeah, and then you get a little hemmed in. Wow, wow, wow. All right. Done and done. Dun, 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 dun. I'd like to get 2 more in this session, I think. If I get 10 per session, that's pretty good, that's a pretty good rate. Let's do it. I think there might be another hungry Luma or 2 outside as well, so maybe that's the place to go after this. Sinking the airships. Yeah, let's do that. I'm down with that. It's kind of a lot. Yeah, let's skip a bunch. I like this. I like that we're skipping a bunch. Ah! Die! Oh God, okay. This is horrible. Okay. Oh my lord. I could have used that. Alright. Hello, Luma. Well, I'm probably not gonna have. Whoa. Can't imagine I'm gonna have what I need to feed him, so. Oh god. That didn't take long. Let's see. No. I mean, I'd love to. You got anything for me? 17. Ugh. Come on. I don't know if I can mess up these guys and get anything. Ha. There we go. I'll do it. This guy reminds me of the Zelda, where it's like, do you want an extra heart or a one-time use potion? And you're like, that is the dumbest thing. It's like a trap. It's what I don't like about when games do that, because they're like, well, it's basically a beginner's trap where it's like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. That would be the only reason that you would ever make that choice. Because you're just like, I don't know, I'll get the potion. And then you're like, oh my god, I've completely, ruined my chances here. Or, I've made a terrible decision that's now in place for the rest of the game. One. Alright, I will. Like, these turtles are just kind of like, what? Have to hit a specific part of his ship or something, do you think? Ah! Oh! I set down the controller very briefly, and that was a mistake. You think I can still hit it even though it's not the broadside here? Get out of here. Should've done that ages ago. There's a lot of shit happening right now. I must say, a lot going on. I mean, this game has like multi-phase bosses, but it doesn't feel like it's out of control with it. You know what I mean? Like, Rockman, it made me do the thing where I smash his uvula, but it only made me do it twice. Instead of 3 to 5 times, which seems to be more the norm. So I appreciate that. I feel like they made this game and they're like, how many times can you do this and it's still fun? And they're like, well, let's escalate it by giving him 2 arms. But then, after that, it gets diminishing return. All right. Wah, 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 wah. Look at that. Purple land. Look at that. Okay. All the domes on the lower level are working again. Get the engine. You'll be able to fly to your special one at the center of the universe. Cool. That sounds like a good plan. Alright. Did we feed this guy yet? See the cruel beast that we feed? Oh. I don't actually need this. Come on. You're not hungry, Luma. You're prankster, Luma. Got it. Alright, I think there was another one somewhere. Maybe this one? Have I fed him? How do I know if I fed him already? Wow. I guess he would be like... I do. Rad. Sling pod. That doesn't sound good. Sounds like one that could potentially give me trouble. But let's see what happens. Oh. Okay. Where am I going? Okay, this one. Uh-oh. Missed. Alrighty. I see what we're in for. Not to be taken lightly, this one. Fudge! Ooh, this is gonna be tough for old Pete. Be nice if it gave you some indication of, you know, where are you gonna land here? Other than my own terrible sense of geometry. Fuck! Whoa, this is not good. Boing, boing, boing. Shit! See, when this happens, I think what makes me think this is a good game is because when this is happening, my thought process is that I'm doing something wrong. You know what I mean? I'm like doing this thinking, there must be something I don't quite get about this. Alright, maybe I need to use, because there's like a little tail. Okay, that does help. So you can see when I pull it, there's a little tail, which makes the sort of string that I have available to test this out longer. You know, it makes the, it's like using a longer ruler. And that does actually help quite a bit. Oh, these fucking star bits. Hungry Lumas will be hungry no more. Uh-oh. Okay. Seemed like a close one. Ah! Oh boy. Okay. Seems like that can get me, doesn't it? Yes! Nice. Nice. Whoosh. Okay. There you go. We're at 40. We're about a third of the way through in terms of star number. I would guess maybe a quarter in terms of, you know, time or difficulty, but looking good and still having a great time. Hope you are too. And we'll see you next time. We'll try not to make it so long this time.